Who else gets overwhelmed writing their goals, figuring out what their goals are, or just kind of figuring out how to put these goals in place? First things first, I'm going to put this here because I know when I open up my goals page, it's going to be like hard to keep open. So I'm just going to kind of put that there. I'm going to jump right into what I'm using. So this is my Makse Life Goal Planner. This is mainly going to be keeping track of my budget and my expenses. So this has a single purpose, and this is for the house and goals. So that's why I have everything in here. So it's basically goals and budgeting, but this is something I'm going to look at quarterly, and I'm not going to try to overwhelm myself every single week writing goals in this planner because I'm keeping track of my goals in my book bound planners, and I'm going to show you how. So as you can see, there is a life compass assessment that you could take with this particular planner. And I really need to work on my personal areas, fun and recreation, which I can see that completely happening because I'm a caregiver and I work from home. And literally, if it's not working, it's caregiving, vice versa, or being a parent or just taking care of my home. So there is no time literally for me, hardly, to do anything fun or recreational. Personal time, I could see that go hand in hand. Spiritual and personal growth, as well as financial. I do want to work on some financial goals, so that's what I have here. Then it asks you questions about your intentions. So I'm just going to move this out of the way again. And I have intentions here just to kind of really figure out what I want to do. So I want to work on fun and recreation, having a vacation. What could I use less of? Stress, gratitude, and spiritual connection is what I want to nurture this year. And the habits I want to develop are exercise, faith and gratitude, self-care, and me time, which is basically planning and things like that. And I want to be aware of my emotions, express them daily, have gratitude daily, develop self-care routines and recreation in my schedule. And also just kind of being someone who gets kind of more like getting frustrated because I do have burnout and it's very hard. So sometimes I have to like catch myself. So that's what I mean. And my word of the year is grace, basically smooth and pleasing in the way of moving or being polite or thoughtful and just kind of having God's favor there. So that's all I'm going to go into, whether you believe or not. That's everyone's personal choice. All right, so let's take a look at my 2024 mind map. I went ahead and kind of wrote a very broad idea here, write book. So I have it here because I just kind of want to start thinking about what I'm doing. Then I have personal self-care, planning time, life planning, gratitude daily, give myself grace. We have fun and recreation, time off for myself, time for myself like with solo dates, vacations. We have financial, which is budget and daily, financial plans, saving, spiritual and personal growth is like personal growth and development. We have Bible study. We have read books for self development or just because I want to. Health and wellness is like, working out, exercising, going for walks, setting boundaries, things like that. Just to make me a healthier person. So there's personal, there's fun and recreation, work and learning, family and relationships. There's health and wellness, there's spiritual growth, financial, and then there's physical environment, okay? So I wrote all these things down to have ideas. Like I was just really brain dumping in this area and kind of writing everything down. I wrote stretch goals in gray, so I have them in gray. Then I have, action and time. I made sure I underlined what was actionable within a certain time specific order. And then I wrote these goals down because I said, what are my goals? What do I want to do? And what do I want to accomplish? So for example, right, let's go to, and I'm only going to share one because really my Sterling ink has all the goals written down. So I want to create time for myself, establishing self-care routines and time to plan so I can maintain balance in my life as well as planning or spending time with myself, right? Pouring into myself, basically. So time for self-care and myself. Plan for at least 30 minutes Monday through Friday. Skincare ritual after every shower daily. engage in gratitude daily, right? So this is something that's very specific. One thing about this planner, if you are going to keep on using this planner to like plan your life and just kind of keep in consistency with your goals, you can write down what you want to focus on in January, which I did, right? I want to create and set a schedule for self-care and planning in the morning. Schedule hair appointment and nail appointment. That's for fun and recreation. Work and learning is scheduled like 1 hour dates or like write or come up with writing ideas. Family and relationships is create ideal family schedule by the end of January. It's giving me that time again. Exercise or walk 3 times a week. Read for 1 hour to reduce stress, which it does. Journal or track workouts. Begin new Bible study. And I wrote down the Bible study daily truth. Write a list of all debts. So this is spiritual and personal growth, health and wellness. Financial is write a list of all debts and create and budget plan. And then physical is basically set the home with like candles and things like that to kind of get me in the mood of just having a balanced and happy. So right here is my vision board. I use stickers because I was like, why not? I have stickers. I have plenty of stickers. Let's use all the stickers. So I basically came up with all these little visions of what I want in 2024. And then I have all these things here like weigh in, which weight, it doesn't bother that I share my weight. I know some people care, some people don't, some people like sharing it, some people don't. It's whatever you're comfortable with. For me, I'm going to be fabulous whether I am my size now or whether I end up losing some weight because I'm exercising or working out. It doesn't matter for me. I know that I have a lot of value in who I am as a person. And it's something that I worked through my entire life. I've always been plus size. So it's something that I just, really want to get healthier because I'm at an age where I need to be healthier for my health. So I have like read 24 books, less stress, write home organization schedule, celebrating my wins, right? Dream career, coffee dates and planning sessions, saving for a planner conference, right? Loving my planners, comment placing. I love that sticker, less time on my phone, right? Which I've done so far very well this year and I want to reduce it more. Finally go out with my husband, like have a date because it's very hard for us to have that because I'm always taking care of my parents, okay? So then I have like things here, like reading, traveling, going to a conference, saying I people today, things like that. So now that I have that and I went over it, we are going to go right into the nuts and bolts of this conversation. So I went ahead and kind of wrote everything out because if I would have done it on camera, I don't think I would have been able to think about everything I wanted to share or write. And at this point, I feel like this is a very good breakdown of what I want to do. So what I really love about the Sterling Ink Common Planner is that it gives you your goals breakdown. So someday, 1 year, half a year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and daily. So for personal, I have create time for myself, establishing self-care routines and time to plan and maintain like some sort of balance, right? So I want to read many books. That's my goal. I love reading and it really is a great way to reduce stress and it's a form of escapism. In 1 year, I want to read 24 books. In half a year, I want to do 12 books and quarterly amounts. I would say 3 to 4 would be a good amount for me. I don't want to kind of really set in stone, oh, I must read 4 books every quarter. So it's whatever I can read. Basically 3 to 4 would be my goal, minimal goal. Monthly is 2 books. Weekly is reading 1 book every other week, right? And then daily would be to read 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes a day. So that is for personal. For fun and recreation, it's planned time off to attend a conference or vacation, right? In addition to solo dates monthly, right? So I really want to take some time for myself and spend time just having dates. Then I have taking vacations with my partner and also by myself on my own, just filling my own cup, just kind of doing solo dates or just going to a planner conference, right? Plan time off through the year based on my schedule. For the 1 year, for the half year, it's solo dates, right? And then plan 1 vacation or conference. In the quarterly, it's review, right? The solo dates or planner get-togethers that I want to have. Are there any vacations or conferences that I am planning during this quarterly time? In the monthly, it's scheduled solo date at least 2 times, right? a month or bi-monthly. And then weekly is plan solo dates, and then schedule, planner, and me time. And then daily, it's like quiet time, right? Quiet time for myself, just quiet time, doing my hobby, doing what I love, and things like that. And then for this one right here, I have family and relationships, which is create a family schedule that accommodates work, personal, and my parents. So in some day, I have the goal as have a set routine and schedule that supports my family in life. For 1 year, I have routine and schedule is set in my home. For half year, it says routines are listed and categorized, then reduced, right? So what routines am I doing the most? Then for quarterly is review the routines I completed the most. For monthly, it's plan home routine and schedule monthly. For weekly is list all home tasks and schedule as part of routine. And then for daily is complete 3 home tasks daily. Health and wellness, establish healthy physical and nutritional needs to support my body, brain, and health. Right? Move my body to establish a healthy mind and body. That's what I want to accomplish someday, right? To move my body and establish a healthy mind and body. By 1 year, I want to move my body and honor myself, right? It has nothing about expectations or losing weight. It's just about getting healthy and honoring who I am. Half a year is having 3 to 4 workout kind of routines in place. So I love YouTube because I can save a playlist of workouts that I want to do, and it doesn't have to be all cardio. It doesn't have to be all, on a bike. It doesn't have to be all, strength training or HIIT training. It's just whatever I need for my age and what I feel is appropriate. Quarterly is review how many times did I move my body, right? So how many times did I move my body, right? And then for monthly is plan monthly workouts 3 to 4 times a week or at least 10 per month. Okay, so that is a goal. If I make it, great. If I don't, I'm not going to be hard on myself. For weekly, it's planned 3 to 4 workouts weekly. And then for daily, it's just kind of like movement tracker and making sure I move my body. Did I move my body today? Question mark. Financial is create and maintain a financial plan and budget for the year. So someday I want a goal of having a financial plan that supports my financial goals in life. Then for 1 year, it's set money routines that support my financial plan and budget. For half a year is expenses and monthly routines for half year are set in place. And then quarterly, I need to review my quarterly budget and expenses, right? Current debt review as well. Monthly, I need to plan monthly budget meetings with bills and expenses. Weekly, I need to review previous week and then also expenses and receipts. And then daily, I need to always track my expenses, my receipts, and my bills. So finally, for the last one, I have physical environment. It says establish cleaning and home routines to reduce stress in my life. So for this someday goal, it means have home routines that support less stress in my life. So this is about less stress. For 1 year, I want a cleaning and task schedule to support me. For the half year, I need a cleaning schedule that basically supports these goals and tasks within the cleaning zones to reduce stress. And then for my quarterly, what schedule works best for me in this quarter? And then review that schedule. For the monthly, I need to plan cleaning schedule monthly, and then kind of like zone and descriptions of cleaning areas, things like that, that'll help me minimizing kind of over cleaning or just kind of doing everything in one day. And then weekly is plan cleaning schedule, right? And then zone clean 3 times a week. So pick a zone and clean that 3 times a week. So every time I pick a zone, it's going to be a different zone, basically. And then weekly, complete 1 zone or task of cleaning. And that is basically it. And I meant daily for that. So when it comes down to this, the way I use the Makse Life Planner is basically, I said, what areas of my life do I want to focus on? And I already highlighted them. Personal, fun and recreation, financial, spiritual, and personal growth, health and wellness. These were the top 5. And then basically what I did was take, right, mind mapping. And you don't need a Makse Life Planner to do this. You can mind map what you want to do. Break things down into personal, into work, into spiritual, into personal goals, into health and wellness, into whatever it is that you feel you want to do, whether it's social media, whether it's work, whether it's life, whether it's career, whether it's marriage, whether it's children, whether it's finances, whether it's vacation, whether it's you, you can break down what you want to do in terms of creating a mind map like this, right? And I even wrote it in a sticky note, like, what do I want to focus on? Where do I see myself going? How am I going to live my best life in 2024? Because this year has been very pinnacle in stress, in the amount of time that I spent just caring for my parents and not going on vacation and really removing myself from taking time for myself. I don't have that anymore. So for me, even though I have resources and I'm blessed and I'm able to do this for my parents, I'm also putting myself kind of like, oh, I'll take care of me next week. I'll take care of this next time. I'll do this for myself later. And then what happens? I don't do it. So I wanted to focus on what I wanted to focus on. Like I said, you don't need a Makse Life Planner to do this. Then for the annual goals, I wrote down what I wanted to do. Now, if you don't have a Makse Life Planner, all you're going to do is mind map. And the mind map is going to help you come up with these areas, right? It's going to help you come up with your vision. And if you want to do a vision board because that helps you, then do a vision board like I did and create what areas you want to focus on, right? Because this vision board basically is another way of you kind of creating something that works for you, right? Creating a vision, a dream of how you see yourself in a year. Use stickers, use anything you want. And the handwriting doesn't have to be beautiful, right? This is something for you. This is for yourself. And I am also learning to kind of let that go, like, oh, my handwriting has to be the aesthetic, right? No, my aesthetic is I need to write down my goals and make sure that I accomplish them because I need to really put in that time for myself. So once I wrote all this down, right? You can basically either, whether you have a Sterling ink planner, and I'm going to show you right now, Paper Tess does not have a specific goal area, but she has a blank space, and I'm going to show you how you can create a goal system without using this as well, so you don't have to overwhelm yourself. So think about what areas you want to focus on, write down those areas, create a mind map, okay? Once you write a list of what you want to focus on and what you want to create in your life, create a mind map using that list, and then create branches or lines kind of focusing on what you want to focus on. And then kind of think big picture. What do you see yourself doing in a year, in 6 months? What do you need to do quarterly? What do you need to do monthly? And what do you need to do weekly? And then daily in order to accomplish these goals. So the mind map really works. And then once you come up with your specific areas, you can break things down either by someday, 1 year, half a year, quarterly, monthly, weekly, or daily like Sterling Ink has. Or you could just basically write down what you want to accomplish every single day. So this is a very specific kind of like goal planning session, right? And it's very clear. I just reviewed it. And then what I did was I said, you know what? I want to visually see it. And I see like everybody creating all these full page stickers. And I really wanted to use my stickers to kind of create something for myself that's individual. So I use stickers from Plan Dream Live, Paper Minty Studio, Sweet Freckle Designs. And I went ahead and kind of made my own vision board. And I put errands here, and errands for me for this year are what do I need to do for myself, right? So sleep to 8 to 9 hours daily, right? Read daily, Bible and journal daily, budget weekly, plan daily, right? And then I need to make sure I engage in self-care daily. And then the last one is move. Move means walk, exercise, whatever it is, right? I need to move my body. Then I have 2024 here, the 24 for 2024. And then I have life is good as a reminder because we have this life and we are truly, truly just blessed to have this life and be where we are right now. And there's so much happening and I feel almost like guilt and this so much weight right now. And for me, it's like, what do I need to do to get back to myself? Because I want to make sure when I fill my cup, I can help others and I can fill their cup as well. So you don't always need to write everything down going across. You can create a visual picture and write a brief list of what goals you want to accomplish every single week. And when you look closer, you can see that it's all pictured, right? Solo dates, having solo coffee dates for myself, right? Going on vacation, right? Embracing that vacation, right? Look at the feet here. Going for walks, not overwhelming myself with cleaning or keeping the house clean, like literally kind of romanticizing doing something as simple as laundry, enjoying a cup of coffee, reading a book, going out on coffee dates for myself, see the possibilities everywhere, travel, enjoy the beauty of things. Let's do this. So it's about creating that goal and mindset when you are doing these vision boards, right? And like I said, Paper Tess Designs does not have a specific goal page, but what they do have is a blank page. And I put a sticky note here for a memo because I may want to add a quote here or something. I'm not too sure yet. So I do want to think about that. But I will show you that I did the same thing. This is a vision board. This is about being you bravely, romanticizing yourself, just kind of having that vision and dream, right? Kind of taking time out for myself. Good things are going to happen. And then again with the list, sleep 8 to 9 hours daily, right? Read for 1 hour daily, Bible study and journal for 30 minutes, exercise, okay, or walk for 30 minutes a week. And I meant to say, 3 times a week, but it's okay. Budget weekly, 30 minutes to plan daily, 30 minutes of self-care daily, okay? And this is a good reminder. So it doesn't always have to be so overwhelming, because I am that person that does get overwhelmed. Like this book, I am not going to kid you. I was overwhelmed when I started looking at all these goals. I'm like, oh my God, that's a lot of goals. That's a lot of areas. And then on top of that, some people may love this. Some people may say, oh, I really love, like it has January goals here, right? And then it has like weekly actions. So like, what am I doing? I don't feel like I need to do this when I have a checklist here. So I could simply check this off if I want to, but my main purpose for this is budgeting. But these are my babies right here. And I really love this. I went ahead and got the Sterling Ink V6 because I really loved how this planner just has this section. And I really wanted to see how I can incorporate this. And the beauty of it is that when I am using my notebooks, I am going to see which one is best for me. I truly love this notebook. I do. I love Paper Tess's B6 notebook. I think it is and I added more stickers, right? Like I added more stickers because it's just becoming like me, my personality, like the TBR list, right? And I just look at the back of this, like my library card is here, emotionally attached to fictional characters, fantasy romance girly, like this is me, right? And then I have another one here. Again, the TBR, just to be read book, because it's one of my goals this year, right? From me to you, my little reminder, my intro, and then this. It's a vision. And this will help me kind of not really look at this every single time, because this kind of overwhelms me. This makes it more practical for me. So I hope this whole explanation helped you in some type of way. I hope it made sense. I really wanted to share my process for planning my goals, for creating my goals, and letting you know that it doesn't have to be overwhelming. Write a list of what you want to focus on, create a mind map. With that mind map, either create a vision board or a simple list of what you either want to do monthly, weekly, or daily. And then you can write your long-term goal in the middle of what you want to accomplish. So it's very, very simple. You don't have to use the Makse Life system. I definitely used it because I really wanted to try it. And now that I've seen how it works, I'm like, okay, this is great. This is something that I can do. Maybe next year what I'll do is print out the just life assessment and then kind of create goals in my my book bound planners. Or if this budgeting system works the way I hope it does, then I will probably buy it for budgeting only. So like I said, do what works for you. Create the goals that you need for yourself. Your life is your life. Don't compare it to nobody else's. Nobody else is living your life. Nobody else is experiencing what you're experiencing. And you have to really create goals to accommodate you, your lifestyle, and yourself. Until the next video, bye-bye.